We know that with the COVID-19 and this pandemic, it's been a challenge for everybody. So one of our main objectives is to ensure that while people go to the polls to cast their vote, that they are safe.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the measures that we have implemented are those that the Ministry of Health has in place for COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
So that requires that one persons have to use their mask. As a matter of fact, we know that that is the law as it presently stands. The issue of social distancing, the 6 feet social distancing, will also be adhered to. It is mandatory. Sanitizing of hands will also be enforced. It is not law that people sanitize, but we know that the Ministry of Health has been asking persons to ensure that they either wash their hands or sanitize.
Yeah.
Once those measures are in place, we know that it's basically safe. Yeah. We know that in regards to the large crowds that an election would draw, those are areas where our efforts are being diverted into ensuring that the polling stations have a limited number of persons. So what we're trying to do in some areas, especially, for example, Belmopan, San Pedro, you know that those areas we normally have one location in terms of persons going to vote at a specific area. So this time around, and for other areas as well, we're trying to have more polling stations across the country. We're trying to limit the number of persons assigned to each of the polling stations.
Yeah.
We know that with the additional measures that are being put in place, that it will take a little longer in terms of persons casting their ballots. And the aim is not to have persons waiting for a very long time. So if we reduce the numbers in the polling stations, then persons will not have as long to wait in those lines.